Right. So some breaking news that's coming in, and then frankly quite disturbing for many as well. And it seems that Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, the two icon players of India, two iconic superstars of Indian cricket as and cricket as a whole, two great ambassadors. Obviously, calling it quit in their T20 careers after that triumphant win in the West Indies in the T20 World Cup, and also hanging their boots in the most traditional format in Test cricket. Both have their aim to play at the 2027 Cricket World Cup in South Africa, the ODI World Cup in South Africa. But it seems that their future is in quite of a doubt. It comes after quite a bit of scrutiny, to be very fair, from the cricket fraternity as a whole, because there has been there has been a bit of chatter about their commitment. I don't think that there has been too much of appreciation from a lot of senior players, a lot of selectors about pulling out of the England tour. I say pulling out because both were really gearing up for this big tour to England, which just concluded. But Virat Kohli, more so because Rohit Sharma's form was bit of on the downhill from that New Zealand series, and also playing just two tests in Australia. You would have assumed that his time on the most traditional format of cricket was coming to an end. But Virat Kohli was an individual who was actually preparing and gearing up for this tour to England. He spoke to his coaches. Um, and everybody said that he was really looking forward to this big tour to England, but he did pull out, or he did say rather that his time had come, and the young generation to take forward. But it seems that the BCCI, the Central Board or the Cricket Administrative Board of Cricket in India, has made their statements, or rather has made the intentions very clear that it's not going to be just names that will be taken to credit for the selection of the 2027 World Cup. Now, this shouldn't really come as a surprise to all of us, because we know that Team India is now in a transition. We, as a cricketing nation, have moved forward, if not fully, but we are trying to move forward from the Roko era. That is. So why not? Why not in all three formats? Now I know that's going to upset many, because these two guys are just absolute superstars, have fan bases like an absolute prophet, and have done everything that has to be done in the cricketing field. They have all the accolades, all the individual performances, and individually they have been like the two beasts when it comes to accomplishment in the field of cricket. Now, there's no doubt about that, but the fact is, we as a country, we're very emotional as a country, and we tend to forget that we tend to actually overlook the bigger picture. Now, the 2027 Cricket World Cup is knocking on the doors. It's not too far away, but it's not too near either. Rohit Sharma will be 40 by the time the 2027 World Cup kicks off, and if he's of course in the side, and if things go according to plan, then obviously he will be the one leading India in South Africa. He was a captain in 2023, where of course we failed, and at the final hurdle we would like to go one better. But the bigger picture now remains is the Cricket World Cup since 2011 has eluded us. It has slipped away. 2015 semi-final in Australia. I thought India played some wonderful cricket. They were not really fancied. Remember, India actually coming after a horror show in the Test series in the eve of the 2015 World Cup in Australia. There were the Tri Nations before the World Cup, and no one really gave India a chance. But they did not go to lose a single game in the group stages. And as it happened, India just lost that one game that was in the semi-final. The same thing happened in 2019 as well. Won most of the games, and finished top of the table in the group stage, in the league stage, beat everyone, but then lost that semi-final against New Zealand, that heartbreaking semi-final against New Zealand. And it was kind of a deja vu in our very home World Cup in 2023. It was an action replay of 2003 World Cup, and Australia came and haunted us in our own backyard this time around. So this has been slipping away from India's grasp. And Arc Frame asks, will they play in the 2027 World Cup? Well, that is the big question right now that is going around the cricket fraternity. Everyone's talking about it. Suddenly, BCCI, and this shouldn't come as a surprise, because BCCI is actually seeing that there are many cricketers, there are many batsmen to fill that gap. Yes, I can understand the names, the big names, and look, let's be honest. There's going to be a big outcry of disappointment, of anguish, of anger from the fans, from a lot of people, because these two are not just cricketers; they are icons, they are brands within themselves. Just imagine a World Cup without Virat Kohli, a World Cup without Rohit Sharma. You saw that how when Team India did land at Heathrow in London for the Test series, there was not a lot of media coverage because there was no Virat Kohli, and the star factor and that whole glamour, if you say so with all due respect, wasn't there, was missing, and that's a fact, and that's a truth that we need to accept. But you need to give these youngsters a time. I think Shubman Gill has real potential to be that brand. He's already India's Test captain. He's already the face of many brands. So Virat Kohli wasn't a brand from day one. Rohit Sharma was an India captain from day one. So it is time. It is, of course, time, and we are getting used to not seeing them on the park. 5 Test matches without them. Of course, there was a lot of headaches. There was a lot of scratching of the hair, or who should be there. Are we filling those gaps? But trial and error. And the 2027 World Cup is a long way still 2 years. I think it's in the month of March, Feb March. So you might say 1.5 years still. So the question mark remains is if BCCI has to take a call that, listen, guys, we are looking forward. You guys call it quit in the Test format. You guys call it quit in the T20 format. I think it's better for us as a cricket board, as a nation, as a country, that we move forward. We are looking at the younger generation, and we do have players who are equipped, or will, or rather, we can groom and equip them before the first ball is bowled in South Africa, because it'll be really impractical to really give them a trial right now, if I may use the term, and if they have been dry on runs in the ODI format. Let's be honest, India will be playing very limited ODI cricket before the Cricket World Cup. I mean, we are just hearing that the Sri Lanka series, India's to Sri Lanka, is also on the verge of being cancelled, or postponed rather. So if that happens, then India's next ODI assignment will be against Australia and Perth. That is in late October. So you see the gap. India last played an ODI game was in March. That was in the Champions Trophy final, and there's been no ODI cricket till October, late October, against Australia, and that too, there's just a three-match ODI series. I beg your pardon. So there's very limited ODI cricket that is to be followed, and India and all other countries, or India as especially, let's look at from our point of view, Indian cricket team's point of view. Every series, every bilateral series that India play, because there's only 1.5 years left, it'll be like a dress rehearsal. It's going to be an assignment of each and every player. So if BCCI is thinking that, okay, I mean, these guys, Rohit and Virat, are going to be a part of our plans, then I'm sure they're going to back them for the rest of the one-day international that's going to follow. If not, I think the decision will be made right now. I can't see it happening that both will be given an ample amount of opportunity. If they are not scoring runs, they are going to be benched or being asked to step down, or whatever the procedure they might feel that's appropriate. Why I say that's impractical? Because if you are giving these two guys, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, a dress rehearsal for the World Cup, they don't deserve that kind of a treatment. If you are looking these guys to be a part of that squad that's going to South Africa, if BCCI feels that yes, they are fit enough, and we need them, the star power, the fear factor, the brand, and everything. If ICC needs, and let's be honest, it's we live in a commercial world. Then all these series, all the bilateral series that will follow before the Cricket World Cup in South Africa, shouldn't be a dress rehearsal for these two superstars. If not, the conclusion must be taken right now before that series to Australia. It might sound very harsh to a lot of people, but I think if we are looking at the bigger picture, the decision has to come right now. And then I think because the talks have begun now, I think this will be the outcome. Whatever the outcome may be, I think the outcome will come in the next few days or few weeks, if not months for sure. But honestly, before ending this live, what I really feel is that I don't think, and I don't see Rohit and Virat stepping aside from the squad, or from the future as well. I do see them hanging their boots after the 2027 World Cup, and all we can hope is that they have the magical Cricket World Cup trophy in their hands. Virat Kohli, of course, has won it. Rohit Sharma missed out in 2011 in the squad, and of course, both missed out under Rohit's captaincy in 2023. So there is an amount of emotion. There is a lot of emotion. There is an amount of redemption for both, especially for Rohit. So keeping everything aside, I did mention we are an emotional country. I don't want to contradict myself, but I feel that I don't see them stepping aside. I don't see BCCI also telling them, look, we are looking at the future. And these guys certainly, and there must have been some kind of a clarity when both guys decided that they're going to stay for the 2027 for the ODI format. Pardon me. I feel they should be included. Their presence will be absolutely. I think they're both very, very key. They will play a very key role in the whole setup, and also for a fact, if we are looking for a transition, I think you've seen with the test side, the transition hasn't been very smooth. Yes, we had a draw. Yes, we had a fantastic victory at the Oval. But I still think, and we all know there are a lot of loopholes yet. There are a lot of hurdles that has to be crossed. So I just feel that if they're present in just their presence can actually do them wonders for the younger generation. That we might see a lot of debutants coming in as well. So I don't see them personally. I don't feel that they should be excluded, and I personally believe that they will be a part of that squad that will be going to South Africa. So yeah, that's my verdict. I will see you in the next one.